Welcome to Nutz at Night, episode number 26. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year, Steve.
Happy New Year.
And that was the voice of Steve D'Amico from smdcomputer.net. How was your New Year, Steve?
Great. I spent the entire time at home.
Okay.
on purpose.
That's
on
good.
purpose.
Hey, I think a lot of people did this year. That's great. That's what I did last year.
It was snowy. I had a kind of a pain in the ass cold, and so I just stayed in and just said, nah.
Okay. Well, did you have a good time?
Yeah, actually, I was kind of I was banished to my bedroom by the rest of the house because they didn't want my Ebola. I basically sat home and watched you guys celebrate yours.
Well, it would have been nice if you could have joined us, but I don't want Ebola either. And yeah, it was fun. Me and Mike Smith did a New Year's show, and if you did attend the show, you could see there was no particular agenda. I mean, we actually did a Mike Tech show from 10 to 11. Was it 10 to 11? I can't remember. Yeah, I think 10 to 11, and then we just kind of just whatever we did. So I thought it was fun, though. Maybe next year we'll have more of like some events planned or something like that. I don't know, but it's fun podcasting on New Year's. Thank you, everybody, who joined us on that, by the way. Well, yeah.
It was drinking, eating, and what should we play? What music should we play next?
That's exactly what it was. Did anybody hang out late and hear me and Mike sing American Pie? Did you hear that, Steve?
Yes, I did. I was kind of at that point. That was like the fourth hour watching you guys. I was kind of flipping back and forth between you guys in 48 hours. Oh no, sorry. It was a show. It was what is it? The First 48. That's what it was. There was a marathon of the First 48. I like that show.
The First 48.
Yeah, I never get to watch that show because usually the wife's got the remote.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
No, it's excellent. The First 48. It's what it is. It's on the I think it's A&E, and it's it's A&E, and it's a show. It's a real detective show of homicide detectives solving homicides. But it's like, I mean, just completely unscripted, just as it goes. They show up on the scene and then they start the clock for 48 hours, and the premise of the show is that if they can't get pretty much solve it within 48 hours, the likelihood of them solving it is like cut down to 50% or something like that. Yeah, I'm probably butchering the show, but it's really good because I think it's really, really good. I think everybody should see it at least once, because with all those, I don't really like those CSI shows. Because they're just, I don't know, to me they're so phony. But if you watch this, you realize, oh my God, those shows really are really phony. It's like.
Do these guys get paid after they solve the case, or do they get paid per hour?
I'm not sure. I think they get paid a salary, and they're on. I think they're pretty much paid a salary and somewhat on call. You mean
like salary from a firm, like they just work for a?
Oh no, it's a police. It's a homicide.
Police. Detective. Police. I get you.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking private detectives.
Oh no, private detectives.
Okay, that makes sense. Did you ever see Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Did you ever watch that movie?
Yes.
If you ever want to enjoy somebody spoofing those crime scene movies or those crime scene shows, watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall, because the main girl, Sarah Marshall, is actually, she's a main actress in the show's called Crime Scene, Scene of the Crime. It's basically like, a CSI ripoff. Hilarious movie. If anybody's not seen that, kicks ass.
Yeah, that was a very funny movie.
Yeah, because I remember one scene where she's like, "Are you in Crime Scene, Scene of the Crime, or Crime Scene Miami?" She's like, "No, Crime Scene, Scene of the Crime." And then there's like one of the Baldwin brothers plays like the male lead in the show, and he's always making these perverted remarks. Oh, it's hilarious.
Well, there was actually a really funny scene in that movie that a lot of people didn't get, and it's actually almost pretty much a real scene. I don't know how it was. There must be some kind of backstory to it. She was in the actress that you're talking about. I forget her name. She the blonde actress she played. She was in a movie, and it was they had a lot of trailers for it, and I saw a lot of trailers for it, but nobody saw this movie. It was like a complete a bomb. I mean, it was.
Oh, are you talking about the restaurant scene when they're ripping on one of the movies she made?
Yes.
You mean that was a real movie that we're talking about?
Oh yeah, we're talking about a real movie
where cell phones kill you. You pick up a cell phone and it kills you.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know. I never saw the movie, but I think the premise of the movie was like people like from the afterlife come through electronic devices or something like that, and
really,
the trailer made it look like a really kind of scary kind of had that The Ring kind of look to it.
Yeah.
But then it came out and it was PG-13. And I've said this a bunch of times, when it's geared to look like a horror movie and it's PG-13, it's just a complete stinker. And that movie was an unbelievable, atrocious. They opened the Bombay doors on this one and just released, and it was such a bomb that I don't know. I think it went in and out of the movie theater in like a day or two or something. It was terrible, and they were ripping on that movie, that real movie, during this.
I didn't know that was a real movie. That's awesome. Is it?
Yeah.
William is in the chat room saying One Missed Call. Is that the name of the movie?
No, I don't think it was One Missed Call. It was something else. I could look it up on IMDb. It's probably easy to find out.
That's awesome. I didn't know that was a real movie. I thought it was great. Yeah. And you know who like was awesome in that movie? That what's his name? The English guy, the tall English guy, Russell Brand.
Yes, yeah. I didn't know about Russell Brand until I saw that movie.
Right, like that was like his movie. He made it pretty big.
He was a complete drug addict.
I think he's still like a drug and sex addict, actually.
Really? I heard he was clean, but who knows? Who knows? I heard. He's talked about it a couple times, but
really,
yeah. He actually went on. I think it was some kind of one of those award shows, and he just trashed somebody. I forget who it was, and it was a pretty funny moment because everybody was so highly offended, and I just thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Was he the host of the show? I think he was one of the hosts.
He was like a host of something. I don't know. I shouldn't talk about things I don't know enough about, but it was definitely a very funny moment. I don't know if there's any YouTube video. I'm sure there's 100 YouTube videos on it, but he was trashing somebody. Oh God, I forget who. And it was just. Oh no! I think I remember now. I think he was trashing the Jonas Brothers. Mm-hmm. He was making fun of the Jonas Brothers, and it was it was something about because they're like devout Christians and they have promise rings, and I don't know if anybody knows what promise rings are, but they're like it's like a promise. It's like a ring they wear like on their like wedding band, like a wedding band, that it's like a promise to God that they will not have outside.